going? Welcome to the Ariel Show. I'm Ariel, and thanks for being here. Today we're going to be chatting a little bit about perfectionism. I am such a perfectionist, and I didn't even know this until recently. I didn't know that the descriptives that pertain to me also fall under the category of perfectionist. I always thought perfectionists wanted things to be perfect, as in fitting the standards of what humanity says is perfect, and I don't fall into that category. But what I do fall into is having a very precise, clear vision of exactly what I want and not resting until it is exactly perfect. So it's perfect to my standards, but not perfect to everybody else's standards. So I think that's true for most of us, that those of us who fall into that perfectionist category, it's not like we're trying to always get it right so that way everybody loves us. It's more like we're trying to live up to our own crazy high standards of ourselves. And this is especially true for those of you who might be really driven and those of you who are hard on yourself. And this is so crazy because it ties into self-love and self-hatred and self-torment. For me, I know how to get results out of myself by beating myself up inside my own brain. I know how to bully myself inside my own head, and I have spent several years living that way, just tormenting myself, talking down to myself, holding myself to this crazy high standard, but I only know it's crazy high because people close to me in my life tell me that it's high, but to me, I still believe that it's a perfectly fine standard to hold myself to, which just shows how far I still have to go. I'm a little messed up in this area. I totally see that. Things are not all right inside my head when it comes to this perfectionist thing. So I think a lot of it for me is a control thing. I have such a precise, exact vision in my head of how I want something to be. So when I come up with an idea as a creative person, as an artist, I want the final result to match that idea perfectly. I'm why not? Let's just get it perfect. But when I'm collaborating with people, this isn't all me doing this. I'm not the only member of the band. There are other people involved making these decisions with me. And so there have been many times I have to chill out and relinquish some of the control and not have that kill me and not have that drive me crazy, keeping me up at night, because it has the potential to. I am so intense. Oh my gosh, I can be on all the time, and it's not good for me. It's not a healthy thing to do. And so if you are also kind of precise, you have a very clear vision for yourself, be aware that that probably translates into being kind of over the top controlling, and you might be freaking people out. You might not be super easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're kind, I always try to be kind with the people that I work with, but I know what I'm going for. And when I can't hit that perfectly, it's really hard. And it makes me want to just not, for example, release that piece of content at all, or it makes me think that trying to translate my heart into actual songs or videos or books or whatever, that's all just too hard, and I'm just gonna stop because it's painful to have the vision and then have it not come out perfectly, So for you, if you also struggle with perfectionism, whether you kind of knew it going into this video or not, be aware that it is a self-love issue, like I said, and one of the ways that we can learn to love ourselves more is by chilling out, especially on ourselves, easing up on ourselves, and being okay, practicing imperfection. So what this looks like practically is if you are spending all this time on a project and you're just tweaking and you're going back, and let's say you're emailing your collaborator back and forth and you just keep having more and more edits. Okay, let's try this. I want to do this, and you're so nitpicky about it, consider backing off. Okay, so that would be you practicing not 100% taking over and getting this exactly the way that you want. Another thing is in terms of our appearance. Obviously, none of us can get our appearance perfect. The standards are impossible. By nature, the Western beauty standards are not achievable by any of us, but some of us still try too hard to get it perfect to the way that we want to look. So it's not like we're trying to hit everyone else's standard, we're trying to get it perfect for us. And so for me, sometimes if I can't get, for example, my hair right, I just feel I can't get my hair right today, but I'm gonna go through today and be okay with that. And I'm practicing my own imperfection. Obviously, nobody cares, nobody notices, I'm the only one, but it's still good for me to chill out. Or for example, if you have to have your home super clean, that's this OCD thing, practice chilling out. This is a good thing for you to just like let go a little bit, or at least it's a good thing for me. I'm just talking to myself here today, so if I'm the only one who needs this video, then that's cool. I will put it out there for me to watch so I can learn how to chill out and be less of a perfectionist. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being in my life. Here's your chance to subscribe and have a lovely week, babe. Bye.